Welcome back to another episode of Plant-Based Dads. I'm Joey. We are a vegan, mostly whole food cooking channel. We do some product reviews. Sometimes there's some episodes with Tim. If you like what you hear so far, please hit that like button. Show us some love. And please think about subscribing and becoming part of the Plant-Based Dads family. We do have a Patreon page set up. Our patrons are our monthly supporters that help us put the show together and get the plant-based message out to the public. If you've ever seen the show, or if you're in the Facebook group with 10,000 people, and you've thought, well, how can I be part of this? How can I help get this message out? That's how you can do it. You can become a patron. There'll be a link below this video on how you can do that. Or if you're more comfortable doing a one-time PayPal donation, is a link for that below the video also. It's January 2022, and we're right in the middle of our first monthly 21-day Starch challenge. The Starch challenge works where you commit to 21 days of eating starches and non-starches. You can do a 50-50 plate. You can do a 25-75, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be 50-50. But you're getting starches and non-starches, all whole foods, all plant-based. And you work toward bettering your gut microbiome and your health and all that stuff. If you're interested in doing that, just follow along on this channel. We're doing it here. But most of it is done in the Facebook group, Plant-Based Dads, Starch Solution Enthusiasts. So if you're on Facebook, join the group, give us a try, and we'll help you get focused on these monthly 21-day challenges. We do them every month up until November. All right, so for today's video, I'm making a recipe right out of the book, The Starch Solution. Page 288, it's the Caribbean rice. It is really good. You know, I love Caribbean rice and peas, which is basically rice with a lot of like coconut milk in it and red beans. I'm not sure why they call it rice and peas. Let me know in the comments below why that's called that, but it's rice and red beans, but with a lot of coconut milk in it. And it's so good. But, you know, obviously on the Starch Solution, coconut is full of fat, and it's a high-carb, low-fat way of eating, so I can't have coconut milk. Or at least I choose not to include it in my foods. I hate saying I can't have, but I don't include coconut in my food, and it is not part of the Starch Solution. So this version of it that's in this book, page 288, is actually really good. There's a lot of spices in it. There's the red beans in it. There's two different kinds of rice. There's the wild rice and there's the brown rice that's in it. I absolutely love it. I put a lot of time into putting this together so it looks good for you. It's really a simple recipe. Let's get to the food. We're starting with a large saucepan. We've got 4 cups of vegetable broth, but we're going to pour in a few tablespoons here so we can start sauteing our aromatics. Once it starts steaming, it's time to add the veggies. First up, it's a whole onion chopped. I actually used 2 small onions because I ain't ever met an onion I didn't like. Next, I've got about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic that I used on a microplane. Then I'm adding 1 4-ounce can of chopped green chilies. I'm using these from Trader Joe's. And then I'm just giving it a little mixy over here. I'm going to cook this on medium heat for about 5 minutes till the onions are translucent and everything's nice and soft. Next, I've got 3 cups of peeled and chopped butternut squash. I got it at Costco just like this. I'm just dumping it in. I don't have time to peel butternut squash. Now I'm adding 2 teaspoons of curry powder. Then it's 1 teaspoon of ground coriander. And now a half a teaspoon of ground cumin. Next, it's time to give it a little mixy to get all the flavors combined here. I want the spices to coat the butternut squash and cook a little bit before we start dumping the liquid in. I'm also adding some freshly ground black pepper. I should have did that earlier, but I forgot. And I can't eat anything without pepper, so here we are. I'm going to do a quick mixy, and I'm going to let this cook for about 2 to 4 minutes just so the flavors can get all melded together. After that, it's time for a little mixy again. And now I'm going to add the rest of my 4 cups of broth, whatever I didn't use from the sauteing. Then it's 1 cup of long grain brown rice and 1/2 a cup of wild rice. I'm going to grab my spoon here and give it a little mixy to make sure all the rice is covered in broth. Next, you can see right here, I'm bringing this to a boil. Now I'm going to set the heat to low. I'm going to put the cover back on, and I'm going to let this simmer for about 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, I'm going to take off the cover. Oh man, look at that. That looks so good. And I'm going to grab my spoon and once more give it a little mixy. You can see all the broth is gone. You can see right to the bottom there. It's looking good. Now I'm adding 1 15-ounce can of red beans, drained and rinsed. Next, I've got a whole cup of Swiss chard. I pulled it right out of my garden. I just washed it and chopped it up and it's ready to go. All right, maybe the one piece didn't get chopped up. I'll just tear that up. It's going to get all wilted anyway, so it won't matter. And now I'm about to add 3/4 cup of chopped scallions. Both white and green part, I used it all. Now it's time for a little mixy. Look at all those greens in there. Of course, they're all gonna get wilted here, but just having all those in there, oh, so good. Now I'm gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes just so everything gets nice and hot for me. And if you know my videos, you know that I'm constantly mixing stuff. So here I am, a little bit more mixy. After about 5 minutes, you can see here, everything's heated and ready to go. Look how good that looks. Oh man, let's plate this baby up. You know, yellow just makes me happy. This plate is just so much fun. All right, I'm gonna start dumping some of this Caribbean rice on here, right in the middle of the plate. Got 2 big spoonfuls. I could eat the whole thing really, but let's just pace myself. And I'm gonna get some non-starches on here. This dish goes really well with broccoli. So I'm just laying some broccoli florets around the plate here. And you can see here I've got a nice beautiful plate of starches and non-starches. I'm gonna sprinkle some garlic salt around the whole thing because I absolutely love garlic salt on everything. And there you have it, a beautiful plate of Caribbean rice with broccoli. Now this plate would really be perfect to drizzle that green cilantro dipping sauce that Tim made a few videos ago. I wish we had some of that, but we don't. But this would be a perfect time to use it. All right, I can't wait to dig in. Let's eat. All right, so what did you think? Normally I'd be sitting here eating the food in front of you going, so good guys. But I filmed that part of the video last week and Tim and I ate that rice all week long, so it's gone. Let me just tell you, we ate every single drop of it. Like there's nothing left. I'm making it again. Right now it's Saturday. I'm making it again tomorrow for this week. It was just that good. All right, that's our video for today. Please hit that like button. Show us some love. What's not to like? We have Caribbean rice. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Click on that bell and you'll get notified every time we have a new video, usually every Monday. And please leave a comment below. Are you doing the challenge with us? How you doing? Have you weighed yourself? I'm just doing the once a week way to see how that goes. We're week 1 into it today, which is Monday. We're starting week 2. I'm actually doing well on it. I'm pretty excited and I've been pretty focused. So 2022, this is my year. I'm coming for you. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.